Hey, hi, the member of beautiful ReThynk AI community. Today we have another topic that will help you build your thought leadership. And the topic is very special. Who will dominate the AI landscape? Okay, like who will dominate? Which company will be ahead in terms of artificial intelligence, whether it's Google or Microsoft or Grok or ChatGPT? We will talk about it so that you can have broader thinking, awareness about artificial intelligence, and you can dominate any talk or conversation, whether within your peers or your colleagues or on social media. So let's dive into this chapter. And the world is watching who will win the AI debate or the AI landscape. And today we are covering, the AI landscape. In future, we will cover which country will lead in terms of artificial intelligence or robotics. So this is a very special chapter. This is a very special lecture, and welcome. And if you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to press the bell icon. This is Rethink AI, where we take care of your whole need about artificial intelligence by whether it's cracking interviews or building your business. Exploring the race to rule the future of artificial intelligence, a very specific topic. Okay, the key question is which country or which company will lead all over the world? Okay, whether it's Google, Microsoft, Grok, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. So we will dive deep into this lecture, and it will enhance your thinking. It will enhance your perspective about artificial intelligence. The AI power struggle has already been started. Okay, and every country, every company and country is trying to capture the entire domain. So AI is reshaping industries, economies, and geopolitics. Okay, it took a very short time to, for artificial intelligence to become the part of geopolitics. AI fierce battle is underway between tech titans, and that's where we are going to focus. Who will lead the AI revolution and define the digital future? So let's see from this perspective in a step-by-step manner. Okay, these are the companies which are leading currently in terms of artificial intelligence. The current front runners in artificial intelligence are OpenAI and Microsoft together, because Microsoft is a big investor in OpenAI. Then Google DeepMind. Google has been investing huge in terms of artificial intelligence development. Then the surprising is Amazon. Okay. Then Meta. Obviously, Meta is a big company. And then XAI by Elon Musk. So these are the companies which are competing to get, the edge in terms of artificial intelligence globally, or lead the entire artificial intelligence battle globally. So we will see this from a different perspective today. The aim is not to have knowledge. Remember, only knowledge will not take you ahead in life. If you have only knowledge, it will not serve any purpose until you have broader thinking. In 2008-9, I did C, HTML, Java, and I moved on. Then I wrote book, ChatGPT Prompt for Coding, and this book is a bestseller. Okay, and still after that, I know how to write any code with the help of artificial intelligence. Still, I have done the course on Python. Why? The broader thinking is a game changer in this. No, it's not about knowledge. It's not about figure and facts. You know 10 facts, but you don't know what to do with that. That will not serve any purpose. And that's why people are losing their jobs, and they are unable to make any sense of it. So the front runner is OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI was the first which started this movement, and its flagship project are ChatGPT, GPT-4, GPT 4.5, and in future they will have GPT-5 as well. Okay, what is the edge with OpenAI? And they have Microsoft Azure integration. That's the, it's not about having the product now. It's about how your product is impacting the audience, or how your product has been integrated in any application or in any company. That makes the difference. Then what are the key significant or strength? Natural language processing, accessibility, and large scale deployment. These are the three parameters which give OpenAI an edge. What is the strategy of OpenAI to lead the global market? Subscriptions, API monetization, Microsoft Copilot, and Project Stargate. There are people around the world, or specifically on social media, they are considering that OpenAI is losing the edge. Maybe chances are, but they have forgotten one thing, that OpenAI has the backing of Project Stargate. What is the Project Stargate? Hope you remember this video which I made a month back. Project Stargate, 500 billion investment in US AI infrastructure. Actually, this is a flagship program of President Donald Trump. Okay, and under this program, they are going to invest 500 billion, which is more than the GDP of many countries. Okay, they are going to invest 500 billion in US AI infrastructure, and OpenAI is the part of this project, Project Stargate. So OpenAI will get an edge in terms of taking ChatGPT ahead. Okay, so these are the strength of OpenAI, but its star performer will be Project Stargate. Trust me, the future will unfold in front of our eyes. Next, Google DeepMind, the research giant. Why Google is still very strong? Because of that database that the Google has. Google has been collected information about websites, emails, and videos, and in all form for last maybe 2 decades. Okay, and when it comes to doing the proper training, Google has advantage over other companies. What other companies are doing? They are taking the data of Google to train their model, LLM model, while Google has its own data set, remember. And in a bit, I will show you one more thing which make Google special in this race. Google flagship projects are Gemini, AlphaFold, and Notebook LM. If you have not used Notebook LM, I highly recommend, please visit and check Notebook LM. Then their strength is reinforcement learning, foundational model, and cross-domain AI. I'm talking about, like, I will show you something in a bit. That's here, cross-domain AI. You can now have access of artificial intelligence, which is Gemini, Google Gemini, across all Google platform, whether YouTube, Notebook LM, Gmail, everywhere, everywhere. Okay, so that's where, and that's here Google is getting then an edge. Key asset for Google is Google Cloud, which is a key asset for Google. So what are the key strategies of Google for growth? Integration of Gemini across Google Workspace, YouTube, Search, Android, and everywhere. It's not the company which has LLM model, that company is going to lead. No, company which has LLM model integrated across, and people are becoming part of that. That company will lead in this race. Okay, so let me show you one more piece of information. Okay, um, on February 8, 2023, February 8, 2023, I have published this article, Google Bard for Sustaining the Dominance. Okay, so what it was about. On 7th of February 2023, Sundar Pichai tweeted about the arrival of Google Bard. Google Bard was the earlier version of Google Gemini. Okay, and in that in that article, I predicted something. We have already seen OpenAI, and in that I predicted. In that article, I predicted, moreover, the investment and support by tech titans like Microsoft bolstered its candidature. I'm talking about OpenAI. A big threat to Google's undisputed dominance. In 2023, I predicted that if Google is not going to do something big, then their entire, dominance, their entire, presence is under threat because of OpenAI, ChatGPT, and supported by Microsoft. And then I wrote this particular whole article. It was the first comprehensive study on BARD, and we were the first in the world. There was many time I have done these kinds of things. Okay, and it is becoming normal for me now. So I will provide the link of this particular article in the description. I will ask the team to add this in the description, and on the last video as well, which was Project Stargate. Go to the description section and watch both the videos. Okay. Now let's see what is next. Next is Amazon AWS, which is infrastructure powerhouse. When other companies are busy in mastering the LLM model, Amazon is on different path, and which is very unique. In fact, Amazon has followed the principle of blue ocean strategy. Instead of competing directly with LLM by building LLM models, they have taken a different path by focusing on its deployment. Amazon focus is AI infrastructure development, voice AI like Alexa, computer vision, predictive analytics, which they are already using in Amazon app. Okay, key strength, scale, and cloud dominance. Okay, we don't talk about it generally, but Amazon AWS is really a big, literally a big, project for Amazon. It provides huge revenue for them and an edge. Okay, strategy. What is their strategy? They are busy in democratizing AI tools for developers and businesses via AWS. So they are not directly into building these LLM models, but they are helping the developers and businesses to democratize AI tools via their platform, which is AWS. So by this observation, they are building a platform where you can become the part of their platform. Again, they are doing really great. And if you see, Amazon has deployed AI in various ways. One is voice communication. They are literally master of this field. Okay. Second, they have now started using AI, or small robot in all their warehouse for including delivery and packaging. And then they have started integrating AI in all their apps. If you want to interact, you just go to Amazon app and you can interact with their AI. And they are literally mastering the artificial intelligence. Like Rethink AI has taken a different path. Instead of jumping into building LLM models, right? We started seeing how we started becoming the bridge where we connect the businesses and artificial intelligence with our intellectual knowledge, by our theories, right? Amazon has taken a totally different path where they have focused on deployment of artificial intelligence. So this is the beautiful example of blue ocean strategy. Rethink AI, Amazon both has followed the same example. Next, Meta. Meta is not into directly into building. They are building their own model, but they are not in direct competition, but they have certain advantage. What is their flagship project? They have their own LLM model, right? And then they are using AI for content moderation, AR, VR integration. Okay, because Facebook or Instagram is busy in giving a personalized experience to its user. What is their strength? Their strength is open source model personalized AI. If I have to pick one word, just not one word, but one phrase that will give edge to Meta, then it's personalized AI. What is their strategy? Embed AI across social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and all, including WhatsApp and their, chatbot. Okay, everywhere they are busy in integrating AI everywhere, and the key is still personalized AI. So what is the user base of, let's see how Meta will make the difference. Their user base is Instagram, 2 billion monthly active users. WhatsApp, 2 billion monthly active users. Facebook, 2.94 billion monthly active users, according to swax.com. Okay, so what it means for Meta, it gives Meta a unique strength. The biggest strength of Meta is they can collect the data from all over the world. And then their algorithm training, they have much advantage in terms of training the algorithm. They can do it on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, anywhere, and then testing a scale to an enormous level. They can literally test their models around the world immediately because they already have the user base. Why ChatGPT has to compete for it? Microsoft has to compete for it. Grok is competing for it. Meta has already done the job. Okay, so Google and Meta has one advantage: they have the user base. In terms of direct competition, Meta Google both has the user base, while Google has strength in terms of data as well. Plus, their DeepMind, Google DeepMind, is literally working very hard in the background. Now, what next? Elon Musk. We can't ignore Elon Musk. Elon Musk is all about his mindset. I have read a lot about Elon Musk, and in all my learnings about readings about Elon Musk, I have found his mindset is totally different. With mindset, now he has a unique strength as well. Let me talk about that. Grok chatbot with AI X with X integration. So it gives a different user experience to people who are using X, which was earlier known as Twitter. Then it has real-time access to social data. Okay, that's an advantage. Synergies with Tesla, X, and Starlink. So here is the unique advantage for Grok. Okay, this is Grok. Grok has a direct connectivity with X, which is Twitter. Okay, so now it's getting the direct real social media data. Okay, then comes the Tesla. Grok has direct connectivity with X, and now X and Grok are becoming the part of Tesla as well. So you can see this is not just Grok anymore. Grok is the integral part of Twitter, and they both are integral part of Tesla. And then comes the Starlink. Okay, Grok is a dot now which connects Tesla, Twitter, and Starlink all together. That's give the advantage to Elon Musk. So out of this discussion, it's really hard to predict which will lead. So let's dive more into this discussion. This is very interesting discussion so far. So and who are the rising challenges now? These are the global giant, but who are the rising challenges? The rising challenges are Anthropic, Mistral AI, Anthropic from Cloudy, Mistral AI from Europe, DeepSeek from China, and Baidu, and they have their own startups. Okay, these are the giants which are leading right now. But let's talk about some. So who will lead? Whether these rising challengers have a chance to lead this AI dominance race. So let's look into it. And for that, I have come up with something really amazing for you to teach you to have your thought leadership. ReThynk AI is here to build your thought leadership in the field of artificial intelligence. Okay, let's go with ancient war rules. What are the ancient war rules? Ancient war rules are very specific. Let's study them for a bit. One, deception. Always mislead the enemy about your plans or strength. Divide and conquer. Just split the army of opponent, weaken them, and then you can conquer them. Next, ambush. Attack suddenly from a hidden position. Yes. So far, one of these companies, not all, but one of these companies are leading in one way or the other way, whether it's deception, divide and conquer, or ambush. Next, scorched earth policy, destroy resources to starve out the enemies. This is really a horrible way as in comparison of human rights. We shouldn't use this, but it has been used throughout the history and it's very effective. However, it's against the human right and human values. Then strike the enemy's sides or rear. Okay, then cease warfare, surround and isolate a stronghold to force surrender of your enemy. Then retreat, fake a withdrawal to lure the enemy into a trap. Then concentration of force, focus power on a key enemy weak point. Then use of tactical advantages. Then last is psychological warfare, break the enemy's will through fear or by making intimidated. Okay, so these are the ancient war rules, and these ancient war rules are true in terms of business competition. This is the reality. I see it every day, almost every day, when people are using, we don't do it, but people are using influencers to attack on their competition, and then they are using their influencers to attack on their brand, and then there is another theory: fake it till you make it. This all is happening outside. Okay, these are the ancient war rules, but can these companies lead the AI race as of now when we are talking about this particular lecture? Then the chances are not, because there is one more rule which impact the war, and this is most dominating war rule. To dominate the opponent, you need to overcome them by 10 to 1 in terms of military strength, technology strength, and resources. Okay, if you are going in a battlefield, any type of battlefield, okay, whether it's one world, if you study World War I, World War II, or any ancient history war, you need to overcome your opponent by 10 is to 1 in terms of technology, resources, and your manpower, women power, soldiers, you can say. So these companies have done great job. Okay, they have some advantage, but the companies which we have already talked, like Grok or Meta or Google or OpenAI or Amazon, they are leading by 10 to 1, but they are still ahead by 100 to 1. So these companies can't compete directly. There have been, I think this is foolish. There many startups went bankrupt because they were directly trying to compete with the giants. Listen, no matter what your uh, faculties have taught you in MBA, forget about that. This is the most prominent war rule, and this is the most prominent business rule. Remember it. I'm someone who is from research background, business background, and sports background together. Okay, if your opponent is already 10 times ahead of you in terms of technology, resources, and information and network, how can you beat them? Many startups went bankrupt because they were trying to compete against Amazon. How can you compete against Amazon directly? Okay, strategy is not kids' game, man. Strategy is not for kids. Strategy making is not for kids. Strategy making is for giants. Okay, these startups, rising challengers have some advantage, but it's as of now, it's really hard to beat the giants. Okay, however, what they can do, they can dominate one or two field where they can impact, their earning potential. Okay, that can be a challenge. Like TikTok came. TikTok has no possibility of replacing the Google directly. But yes, TikTok can hurt the revenue of YouTube. TikTok can directly hurt the revenue of Meta, the Instagram. Okay, and it has started doing it. So that should be the ideal strategies for the rising challengers to compete with the giants. Now let's go ahead in our discussions. Rising challenges are doing really good. Okay, they have done really amazing work so far, but giants are still the giants. Okay, so the best strategy for them is come up with a model where they can start cutting the revenue of the giants. That's the best strategy. Don't go in direct competition with Amazon or Meta. Okay, start building a stronghold and then expand on that stronghold. Then you have some advantage. So what are the key battlegrounds in AI dominance? AI hardware and computing power, and data control and privacy. Okay, open versus closed AI, multimodal AI and AGI, on device and real time AI. Okay, beyond that, these are the discussions which are happening outside. Media is already talking about these discussions, but our job is to look deep into it. Beyond these five parameters, there are other parameters as well. One is IoT, Internet of Things, then drone, and then robotics. You can integrate AI with IoT. You can integrate AI with drone. You can integrate AI with robotics, and that will be a joint solution. Okay. In terms of when it comes to robotics or drone, China and US are still leading, but many discussions talk about that India is far behind. But trust me, India can surprise, not in terms of AI only, but in robotics as well. India is a sleeping giant, remember that. India is a sleeping giant. Their IITians have huge potential. Their young bureaucrats have huge potential. Okay, they are sleeping giants and they can surprise in the race of robotics or drone, okay, in coming years. And obviously, US has the advantage. So, key battleground for AI dominance is not limited to AI only, but it will lead to IoT, drone, and robotics as well. And when it comes to IoT, I am again going to start I have just completed my research, and I'm again going to start the discussion where we talk about solving the real problem of the world with the help of by combining, integrating AI and IoT together. So yes, the competition is neck to neck as of now. So hardware and compute power. NVIDIA leads GPU innovation. Okay. Custom chips, Google and Tesla, they have the advantage. Compute power plus what you need for computing. Power plus speed in AI training. Okay. This is literally a deep discussion. Open versus closed model. Who will lead in open versus closed model? Open platform are Meta, Mistral, and DeepSeek, while closed are OpenAI and Google as of now, but they can make the changes in the future. Okay, so for if you are considering these two parameters open and closed, then democratization versus control and monetization is the right parameter. And here, Meta has the edge over OpenAI and Google. So what are the future tech, multimodality and AGI? AI, what is AGI? AGI that can see, hear, speak, and reason like human beings. Okay, and the race for artificial general intelligence is already going on. And if you talk about who are leading in this race, then OpenAI and Grok. These two are leading right now. DeepSeek is all no, sorry, and they all are under development. OpenAI and Grok and DeepSeek, they are under development. Google is already doing it, but these three has an edge. Google is very near to them. And then general purpose agent on the horizon. So who will lead this battle? Who will have the dominance? The company which will have artificial general intelligence first, and then integration of it with IoT and drone and robotics. What will define the long-term winners? From in my perspective, it will be AGI. But there are certain parameters, right? We have to go with what is what is happening outside scalable infrastructure, regulatory adaptability, global ecosystem and partnership, then multi-industry applications. So these are the parameters which will lead this discussion. Whether you can scale the infrastructure, whether you can have adaptability or ecosystem partnership. Remember, when it comes to infrastructure, Google has the better infrastructure. When it comes to adaptability, Grok has better adaptability. When it comes to ecosystem, as of now, Google has better ecosystem. When it comes to multi-industry application, Grok has the advantage. Okay, but if you look from OpenAI perspective, they have the close collaboration with Microsoft. Okay, so this is how this battle is going on. So beyond 2025, what will happen, or in 2025 or beyond. Let's now reach to our conclusion. It will be OpenAI versus Google remain the central, fight. XAI and DeepSeek are going to grow very rapidly. Asia will emerge as AI superpower. Remember, I have just said, don't consider India is in the out of the race. India is still a sleeping giant. Okay, India has already developed platforms like UPI. Okay, infrastructure giants will be no doubt NVIDIA and AWS. Okay, so who will be the winner? Constellation of AI leaders, not a single winner. OpenAI, Google, they will lead, but they will not be able to say like we have the dominance. This is such a hard battle. Final thoughts. The crown is still up for grabs. Who will grab? Let's see. Winning AI. Who will grab? Let's see. But the follower of ReThynk AI will be ahead in terms of their global thought leadership and artificial intelligence. That's what we are doing here. Winning AI means scaling it responsibly and globally. The next decade will be shaped by innovation, collaboration, and governance. The future is AI driven, but who will lead it? Let's wait for the future to unfold it. So with this, we have come to another lecture in the end of another lecture, which is presented by me, Jaideep Parashar, founder and director of ReThynk AI. Okay, if you have not subscribed yet, listen, 90% of our viewers are not subscribers. Please subscribe. Okay, um, please subscribe. It gives us the insights. What type of content do you need? What type of content you are looking for, and that's give us more ideas, thoughts to do some necessary brainstorming. So consider subscribing, and I'm really thankful to you for those who have subscribed. Thank you so much. This lecture has been brought to you by me, a researcher, keynote speaker, author, founder, and director of ReThynk AI. This lecture has been researched and prepared by Team ReThynk AI, and this entire presentation has been prepared by Vista Libreta. If you have any question, query, you can reach out to us on these details, and see you soon. Till then, have your greater success. And yeah, we will also lead this AI talk and AI research. Thank you so much for joining.